The worst place to be stuck is in a life that's working. Not failing, not broken, not obviously wrong, just working. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because when things are clearly not working, you change. You're forced to. But when life is good enough, you stay. You rationalize, you justify, you tell yourself, this is what I wanted. And on paper, it is. Career moving, income stable, responsibilities growing. From the outside, it looks like progress. But internally, there's a quiet question that keeps showing up. Is this it? Not loud enough to disrupt your life, but persistent enough that you can't fully ignore it. I've had moments where everything looked right. Scaling teams, driving performance, stepping into bigger roles, the kind of progress that most people aim for. And I remember sitting in that, realizing something I didn't expect. Nothing was wrong, but something wasn't right. And that's a difficult place to be, because there's no clear problem to fix, just a feeling that something deeper hasn't shifted. I was still operating from the same identity, the one who delivers, who holds the standard, who doesn't drop the ball. That identity built my career. In leadership, it creates results, but it also creates pressure. Because when your value is tied to performance, you don't get to switch off. And that follows you home. It shapes how you show up, even with your children. Because if you're always operating from, I need to get this right, you don't just lead that way, you live that way. Here's the trap. A life that's working gives you no urgency to change. It rewards the exact identity that's keeping you stuck. You get recognition, progress, stability, but at the cost of alignment. And over time, that creates a gap between who you are and who you're presenting. Because how life looks and how it feels, and the longer you stay there, the harder it is to question it. Because now you have more to maintain, more expectations, more identity tied to outcomes, so you keep going, even if something in you knows this isn't the full picture. The shift isn't about walking away from what's working. It's about questioning what's driving it. Asking, who am I being that makes this life work? And is that who I want to continue being? Because success built on performance requires maintenance. But success built on alignment, that feels different. It creates space, presence, clarity, and that shows up everywhere. In leadership, it shifts you from control to trust. In fatherhood, it shifts you from expectation to connection. You're not trying to hold everything together. You're actually there. So if your life is working, but something feels slightly off, don't ignore it. That feeling isn't a problem. It's a signal, because the worst place to stay stuck is somewhere comfortable. And this leads to a deeper question, because a lot of people upgrade their lives without changing how they experience them. So the real question becomes, your life looks better, so why does it feel the same? If this resonates, I'd be interested to hear where in your life things are working, but not fully aligned. And if you're starting to question that gap, feel free to reach out. I'm always open to thoughtful conversations around this.